Hello everyone, welcome to day 4 of 2 weeks Calamity playthrough. Of course, the beginning of what we'll be doing is checking the boss checklist to see what's next. So after I closed boss checklist, I decided to go down to the Crimson to smash some Crimson Hearts to get some extra weapons and stuff. Right when Toxic Downpour started, I immediately head to the Sulphur Sea to go to the Acid Rain and fight the event since it's supposed to be what I was doing a long time ago. After a long travel, I finally arrived, and of course, when I arrived, a nuclear toad just nukes me. Honestly though, the remix of the Sulphur Sea theme sounds really cool, which is the BGM playing for this event. Now honestly, this took way longer than my previous playthroughs because I am doing this solo instead of multiplayer, which I have a friend who helps me deal with the other sides. So as this gets super repetitive, I'm just gonna speed it up since it actually took a very long time until I actually beat the event. And yeah, it took me super long, and then after that I finally beat the event. And after beating the event, I hopped down to get the remaining loot, and then after that I just went back home. And after beating the event, I just deposit all of the stuff I got and some other junk into the magic storage. This will take a while, so we will see you at the Crimson. Alright, so we're at the Crimson, and originally my original plan was just to smash 2 Crimson Hearts, but after realizing I got nothing else to do, I was like, sure, why not? Go for the brain of Cthulhu since it's actually the next boss. Honestly though, like, the brain and the Eater of World were like stressful bosses. Well, why? Because once you run out of orbs for Crimson Hearts, you just can't fight it again, and you have to like farm for Eater of Souls and evil mushrooms in order to like summon them again, which takes a long time. So yeah, basically my fear is just its resources are very limited. And after smashing that last orb, of course, the boss spawns and I am ready to fight it. I extremely fear the eyeball creepers because they don't really take any knockback, and if you're trapped, you're basically screwed. But what I really felt relieved was like the eyeball creepers don't actually like target you, unlike any other mobs which just follows you non-stop. And also like the ceaseless void, or whatever energy ball. Those are extremely annoying. In the future you'll see what I mean. And yeah, the beginning of the fight is just killing the eyeball creepers, which is really not that hard, unless they actually follow you with a smarter AI. The brain does really nothing, just teleports. I'll be honest, I don't like the remix of the Brain of Cthulhu's theme. I prefer Boss 3, honestly. So, after killing all the eyeball creepers, the brain is now vulnerable, and since it's Revengeance mode, it has a new attack pattern. The beginning and the mid part of the second form is honestly not that hard. Just simply move out of the way when it's charging. Now this part at the end is where it gets extremely stupid. Like, the real brain is just the same as the fake ones, and like you don't know which one's real. You just gotta guess which one's real, which is why it's so stressful. And yeah, I nearly died because of that stupid boss mechanic. It's just so stupid, like, I just hate it. After all that suffering, I just warped back. And after checking the boss checklist again, yeah. Well, the Blood Moon is supposed to be the next event, but it just won't come for some reason, so I decided to go to the next boss, which is the Queen Jellyfish, a Thorium boss, and it's not hard, honestly. So yeah, as I'm moving around, I'm just heading to the next ocean, which is not the Sulphurous Sea, because I'm pretty sure the Queen Jellyfish doesn't actually spawn in the Sulphurous Sea, but maybe I'm wrong, since they're both oceans, honestly. I find the Arena Helper building, whatever it's called, extremely helpful, because you can just like bridge it. You can just bridge it non-stop. So I arrived at the ocean, but I don't know where the angler is at. I actually don't know where he's at. So I just was like, forget it. Let's just build the arena and just fight the boss already. So, after finishing the arena, I just summoned it immediately, and yeah. Originally, I thought this was a Calamity boss, and I was extremely confused of why it's playing boss 1's theme instead of its own theme, but apparently it was a Thorium boss when I looked at closely. Just look at how easy this boss is. It's literally like a Eye of Cthulhu normal mode, literally. Now, this is the part that gets interesting as it summons bubbles that just flings you up in the air. And thank god I built multiple layers, as if I only had 2 layers, I would have died already. And at its second form, it just summons a water cyclone that just tries to pull you in. I think that's what it does. And yeah, that's basically all until you just kill the boss. And after killing it, a new NPC, the Diver Man, just appears. So after seeing the Diver Man, I was like, why not expand the house a bit more so more NPCs can move in. So I immediately warped back home and just started expanding. And after halfway expanding the house, I just got bored, so I decided to go and look for the Tavern Keep first. Until that, I will expand the house. But trying to find these found or lost NPCs can be extremely annoying because you don't know where they are at. They just appear randomly, like even at the stupidest spots. And after all those looking around, it just didn't appear. So I decided to like head down to the corruption to find Assist to defeat the Hive Mind, since that's the next boss after the Queen Jellyfish. Honestly, I don't like the corruption a lot, since the chasms are just horizontal and vertical, which if you have nothing to save yourself, you'll just like drop down and die. But I wouldn't blame them, since the corruption was actually the first evil biome made back in 2011, so yeah. So yeah, after destroying the cyst, I just immediately went up to like build a rope up so I can fight it on the arena, which is very low effort, honestly. But until I realized it was enraged, so yeah, I don't know if it was because of night or you're supposed to actually fight it inside the chasms so that it wouldn't be enraged. I wasn't really sure, but yeah. The beginning of the fight wasn't too bad, as it just stays there, summons minions, and then like after like a few seconds or so, it just teleports you where you're standing. When it does that, just simply just like run out of the where it teleports. I do actually like the music though, it sounds pretty good. The second part is where it actually starts to move around and attempts to charge at you, similar to the Brain of Cthulhu, but I find the most annoying part is how it has summoned so much minions, which can be a huge problem. So yeah, basically mainly the minion is what does the damage to me. So yeah, this whole time I was just thinking, could I kill this boss or not? Because the fight was just varying on how I dodge. And like, sometimes I dodge good and sometimes I dodge bad, so like, I can't really determine if I can win or not. But at last, I died thanks to that stupid Eater of Soul. Man, this boss's minion is just so annoying. But after that, I decided to like take a break. And yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for watching and see you tomorrow.